Blessings and welcome everyone. Just a reminder before we begin. Your rising sign horoscope will give you additional clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign horoscope may show up, and your moon sign horoscope will give you the less prominent side story that'll also be playing out for this 2-week period. Remember, horoscopes serve best when observed, like a weather or traffic report. You have influence over all outcomes with your thoughts, actions, choices, and deeds. Use the information that presents to help you make the highest choices for the highest outcomes. If you wish to schedule any of my services or like access to more content via my Patreon, follow the links below or go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Capricorn. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to the week starting April 5th, 2021. And just a quick heads up for all y'all out there, if you are a Patreon supporter, and thank you very much for being a Patreon supporter, the weekly bonus astrology report will be coming out here at the end of the night, so stay tuned for that. Or if it's too late, again, just come back tomorrow or go to Patreon tomorrow. And remember, we are doing double readings now. So same format, just extra cards. And, so we're going to get a little bit more. Sometimes it's, 2 events, 2 big themes. All depends on what's going on in your personal life stream. So what are we talking about when it comes to astrology in this particular installment? Well, recently, as of a few hours ago, we had Mercury, the planet of communications, haste, speed, and intelligence, move into your 4th house of home and family Aries, where he's going to actually be for about 2.5 weeks. And with Mercury in our 4th house of home and family, all areas that relate to the home, the domicile, again, family relationships, and even home-based business operations and self-employment projects, anything you got running out of the house, starting to actually pick up in productivity and really starting to pick up in speed, really picking up in what they are actually yielding towards you, and really heading towards the finish line when it comes to, whatever stage they are in right now. This is a great time for those of you that are maybe doing a bit of house hunting, looking to make some kind of move or transition, or do some kind of renovation work on your house. If you have been thinking about launching a home-based business operation, or going into a place where you are able to actually increase the amount of productivity or amount of money coming into the household, not even just your own money, also good news coming from partners, maybe even good opportunities coming through your relatives and things like that, all kinds of good stuff. The lines of communication are really open right now. Mercury in the 4th house can also be a great time for bonding and connecting with members of either our blood relatives, or if you prefer your chosen family as well, drawing them in a whole lot closer. As we get on to your... Girl. That was Persephone. Anyway, as we get on to your cards, well, your spiritual themes this week are the 7 of Swords reversed and the Knight of Cups upright. Now, the interesting thing is, with the 7 of Swords reversed, we have a lot of unexpected finds and unexpected gains coming your way, as there is a radical turn of events in any kind of matter where information may have either been kept secret, or even matters of material information have been either ducked, moved aside, or interfered with. Because with the 7 of Swords reversed, we have a lot of things coming out. And you are going to actually be not only privy to this information, but you are going to be reaping the rewards of these things coming out. We also have a lot of opportunities coming back to you that may have actually been blacked, misdirected, or even stolen. Because with the 7 of Swords reversed, there is also this boomerang energy experience that you're all going to be having throughout this week. And as these things come out, a lot of things that maybe were done in a pretty shady, maybe even full-on trashy kind of way, a lot of things getting righted, a lot of things getting corrected, especially where a lot of untruths or misgivings or lies have been lived. And with the Seven of Swords reversed, we're seeing a lot of repair work and healing work and getting things on the up and up. And it's a very strong manifestation of this revelation wave we've been in since September equinox. As we get on to the Knight of Cups upright, you are also going to be in a really good way to start actually getting a lot more strong individual one-on-one relationships with those that actually live in your world. Now, we all, we live in multiple worlds at once, but with the Knight of Cups, this is about actually getting these super tight, strong individual bonds with those that are meant to be with you for long spans of your journey. And this could actually be pulling people closer that are already around you or deepening existing bonds. Some of you are actually going to be also realizing how easy it is to start opening up communications with people you want to draw closer. This is happening on the platonic and on the romantic. And the Knight of Cups is also opening everybody's hearts around you as well. And so whether it's you're trying to get closer to somebody you're crushing on or closer to your senpai, or you're trying to, make an impression on somebody that would make a great business partner, a great collaborator, this is a week where everything is getting so deep and so personal and so emotionally generous, it's going to be very easy. As we get on to your material shifts when it comes to your work, your job, your finances, you have the Temperance card reversed and the Five of Wands reversed. All right, so with the Temperance card reversed, we are actually seeing a lot of separating going on as it relates to things that you really have no business carrying on, holding on to, or staying entangled with when it comes to your financial and professional priorities. Now, whether or not these were incompatible things or maybe just uncomplimentary things that we were mashed together with, or that were kind of hoisted upon us, or things that we incurred over time, the Temperance card reversed is starting to pull a lot of those things apart at the seams. This could come as a bit of a surprise because this is what we would call an untimely blessing. And so I would say that it could be a bit hectic and stressful. It's almost like, why does this have to happen now? Yeah, I always intended to have a lot of these things be cleared up, and, getting in a good way, but the timing might feel a bit wrong. It might feel a bit off. So see what you can do to bring things back into balance there. The Temperance card reversed is also going to be pulling your attention away from maybe a certain financial or professional trajectory you've been attached to, and really ask you to pay attention to something else that you're not giving as much attention to as you maybe should. With the Five of Wands reversed, well, this is where we're starting to see why a lot of this Temperance card reversed is going to work for us, because a lot of things that we are used to engaging on a regular basis with our jobs, or maybe, again, with a lot of financial endeavors, are starting to hit a bit of a stall. They're not going anywhere. They've kind of plateaued. I don't see any kind of losses happening here, but I am seeing a lot of understandings of where the dead ends and cul-de-sacs are. And some of you may even be seeing this in jobs that you are looking at, roles you are looking at. Pay attention to that Temperance card reversed, to the alternatives you are being asked to consider or reconsider if you've been turning them down. As we get on to your communications with friends, relatives, other people in your life, you do have the Justice card reversed and the Wheel of Fortune upright. And it looks like with the Justice card reversed, we're going to be finding out about something going on that has actually been either unethical, immoral, very much on that shady side of things that actually has been maybe going on under our noses, or going on among people that we know. And I wouldn't say like it's the whole cadre of people, but with the Justice card reversed, it may be that you find out that even like an old acquaintance or an old friend or somebody, even possibly an ex, is actually getting found out or caught for something that's pretty damning. But with the Justice card reversed, this also sets into motion that Seven of Swords reversed, which also writes something that may have been done unto you. And reversing a negative effect this person or this situation has had on you. With the Wheel of Fortune upright, I'm actually seeing a sudden turn also occurring for the better. Almost as this is happening, you've got a very mixed bag. It's a very hectic bit of goodness going on this week. So, just stay hydrated. The Wheel of Fortune is indicating that you are getting a chance opportunity either offered to you through a friend or a relative, or something being extended to you from a blessing that somebody else already has or has received. And with the Wheel of Fortune, this is also, I'm actually looking at this Wheel of Fortune as a compass. It's actually directing you down a new road towards, I guess you could say, a higher trajectory for your life in general. Whether this comes in the form of a material gift or some other kind of hookup, I'm not sure. But with the Wheel of Fortune, this is a breakthrough that really closes a lot of unpleasant stories behind you. As we get on to your challenges this week, you do have the Three of Swords reversed and the Ace of Swords upright. With Three of Swords reversed, Capricorn, amidst all of this reality correction for the better, you're really going to have to pay attention to where you have to, stop looking the other way when it comes to maybe unfair behavior, bad behavior, the way people are being treated around you, even if they're being treated that way by people that you consider close to you. Okay, if you've looked the other way with mistreatment that you've undertaken, well, that's a problem. You don't have to go and make a federal case out of it, but you most certainly need to, reclaim your space and empowerment. Don't go over dramatic, because that's also not the answer. That's actually just, 180 degrees of insufferable. Go and, but make sure that you actually enforce some real decency and peace, because the Three of Swords reversed is indicating that, maybe it's that Justice card reversed. Maybe we have to stop looking the other way with some dysfunctional behavior that's going on in our compatriots, in our groups. Some things that we have to also start paying attention to within our field, within our career, or, the way things are being handled in our families and in our neighborhoods. You can make a shift for the better. And, the Ace of Swords upright as a personal challenge is saying just that. Because a lot of you are going to be finding that you are in a covert position of power this week to actually start changing some trends that have been negative for some time in your circles, in your maybe in your profession, for the positive. Maybe it's the end of a dark era or a dark age for so many of these people. The Ace of Swords is also indicating as a challenge that you yourself have also got to take up the challenge of maybe proposing a lot of new ways of doing things, a lot of new ways of interacting, of carrying on friendship, of carrying on family and things like that, especially in situations where things have maybe decayed, have gone down, not necessarily writing new rules of conduct, but setting up a better way to show people how to be. Or how to go about achieving things. That other way sounded a bit authoritarian. A way to show people how to actually have the best relationships, the best harmony possible. When it comes to love and romance, you have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And this week, it may feel as though you and a partner, or maybe even you and somebody you've been seeing casually, or somebody just meeting this week, are stepping into a phase or into an area where we have no experience and we're kind of in over our head. This could have to do with something going on within, if you're in an established relationship, the household, the family in general, or something that we're trying to do for the household. Or if it is between the two of you or between you and somebody new, it has to do with a need to find a way to get back into proper sync and cooperate with each other, where we play to each other's strengths. Something has, kind of maybe created a bit of an issue where maybe we've suddenly taken on roles or jobs or assumed roles or jobs in this relationship. where we're not playing to our own strengths. We are not putting our best feet forward. And so over the course of this week, we're also undoing a lot of things that may have actually come from some of those missteps. But with the Three of Pentacles reversed, we can always turn it right side up. I'm also seeing that a lot of you Capricorn people, both single and available and coupled, are realizing that the social support system that exists in and for you or your relationship needs to be completely overhauled. Maybe not everybody, but there may be something around the community or the culture that seems to be fostering some problems in the relationship as we let that energy come in. And so as a united front with our partner, or maybe, again, even yourself, the exploration would be worthwhile when looking for, again, a new social support system, a new way to do a sense of community for us and our family and our love life. Now, the Knight of Swords reversed is also here, and this could actually be springing into action all of the repair work and the overhaul work of the Three of Pentacles reversed. Because the Knight of Swords reversed is indicating here that, yes, there may actually be conflict that comes up either from somebody in your life outside the relationship or somebody in your partner's life outside of the relationship, that they are actually and either you or your partner is actually getting mistreated by this person, and it's going to be a time to start cutting off, again, abusive, volatile people out of your guys' lives. Now, you might find your partner may have been kind of trained to be the nursemaid for this dysfunctional person, or your partner may be calling you out for being the scapegoat and the enabler and the and the janitor of a dysfunctional person in your life. Pay attention to what is actually coming out now, because you may actually find that this is not something that we can look the other way with anymore, and this is an opportunity to cut that kind of way of being and way of, sharing space with people out of our lives for good. So that's what I've got for you, Capricorn. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, you can go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.